Very good Thursday morning to everyone out there. Happy Baby Friday across to everyone in the Wobbles community. Landon here with you in the driver's seat to bring you your weather or not forecast courtesy of On Target. Folks, it's still a little bit damp and dreary out there early this morning. We got this occluded front that's going to be pulling off here to the east as we work throughout the day. As it does so, we're going to have northwest winds. It's going to be turning in here on the back side of that front. And after we get these scattered rain showers out of here this morning, unfortunately, it looks like the cloud cover is going to be hanging tough. We're going to be turning those winds from out of the south, from out of the west, and that's going to keep temperatures somewhat on the cool side, but rather constant as we work throughout the entirety of today. Want to get a little bit of a zoomed in approach here, and you can see where we have got some of the light showers still pestering us here across our viewing area. Again, folks, these are continuing to pull off to the north and east. Hopefully by the time we roll into mid-morning or into midday, the bulk of the moisture will be out of here, but we will have to deal with a thick cloud cover. It will be hanging around. Speaking of a look at that cloud cover, look over the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam overlooking Bowling Green early this morning. We've got the socked-in stratus deck there, creating not ideal conditions out there for the morning commute. We still got some wet pavement, so please be aware of that. Peachtree News Sky Cam up in Morgantown, showcasing an identical scenario. A few breaks in the cloud cover there, folks, but for the most part, it is continuing to dominate the skies, to say the least. Temperatures are hanging out right around the mid-50s region-wide, creeping up to the upper 50s in some locations. And folks, this is pretty much where our high temperatures are going to be trapped throughout the remainder of today. By the time the front gets to our east, winds coming in here out of the west, by the time we roll into and after the lunchtime hour, those temperatures are going to be a slow but steady decline as a result. All right, taking a look here over the past few days, we've got copious amounts of moisture. We forecast in the rainfall department 1 to 2 inches of total rainfall, and it looks like we just missed that by 3/100ths of an inch for Logan County, 9/100ths of an inch up in Butler County. But for the most part, folks, everyone was within the 1 to 2 inch range of total rainfall, which we welcome with open arms because we needed some more rainfall on the ground. Getting a look here at the latest surface map, folks, that low pressure system that is pinwheeling on the southern tier of the Great Lakes is going to continue to pull off to the north and east. That is going to force that occluded front, or that cold front, east through the region. All right, now as it does so, we are going to have some lingering moisture that's sticking around here that we were just looking at there on the radar. You can see the short-term model guidance picking up on that back door activity coming here on the back side of that weather maker. Looks like it's going to be hanging around, folks, through at least mid-morning, if not even lingering to right around lunchtime, with a few spotty sprinkles still present out there. And then as we work into the afternoon, folks, we're finally going to see the boundary move through here, shunning off the moisture across portions of eastern Tennessee in eastern Kentucky. Now, although we will be drying out, folks, take a look at the moisture that's going to be trapped within the layers of our atmosphere, even after the cold front gets through. Here we are looking at what's valid for cloud cover here throughout today. We get into this afternoon behind the front. The thick cloud cover, folks, will just simply not loosen its grip with that northwesterly wind component. Throughout the overnight, it's going to be much of the same. Here we are looking at sunrise, progressing into mid-morning on Friday, on into Friday afternoon, folks. And finally, by Friday evening, we see some of the cloud dag beginning to wash out here and break up. That'll be a steady trend throughout our Friday night on into our Saturday morning, opening up the door, hopefully, to a lot more sunshine for us to enjoy throughout the entirety of the weekend. All right, now we got a few things that I want to mention and talk about here, looking at the long-range model guidance. All right, that cold front's going to get out of here. High pressure building in here is going to reinforce that northerly wind component. It's going to keep us on the cool side today as well as tomorrow on into the start of the weekend. And then as we roll into next week, after a quiet, nice weekend, we're going to have high pressure to our east that's going to start turning winds out of the south, supplementing more moisture here across the Tennessee and lower Ohio valleys. We've got this deepening low pressure system that's going to lift to the north and east out of the Longhorn State and the Gulf of Mexico, By the time that we roll into that time frame, working into Monday night into Tuesday, we're looking at our next chances at the wet stuff right here on our doorstep. Another cold front's going to be blasting through here with the deep moisture surging in here out of the south. We're looking at another bout of widespread gusty rain showers. Again, folks, we've been on this same trend where the instability just isn't very impressive. Might get a stray rumble of thunder or two out of this. We'll keep eyes on it as it evolves. But this, without question, after we get past this morning, will be our next opportunity at rainfall. And again, folks, this will be as early as Monday evening, lasting all the way into our Tuesday, as you can see here. And by Wednesday into Thursday, folks, another weather maker right there on its heels, following the same trajectory right here out of the south and west. And watch off to the north and west with this diving clipper system on the back side of this low. Counterclockwise flow is going to help bring this clipper down to the south and east, folks. Guidance has been hinting at this over the past several runs, and dare I say it, but whenever we get past roughly a week from today, rolling into next weekend, we're going to need to keep eyes on things. Guidance has hinted at a surge of a drastic cold shot rushing in here out of the north and west. We got some snow showers, wintry mix that's mixing in there as well. So keep your eyes peeled. But as we roll into the day 8, 9, and 10 range from the current time frame, this could be something that we're going to keep very close eyes on. Of course, with the winter weather arriving, we got the cold temperatures. It looks like a major cold shot could be on our doorstep here as we progress and roll into Thanksgiving week. Save that number right there from On Target, folks. You got any water break issues, anything of that nature, these folks are the ones who can get it done. You got that emergency number right there to answer your calls 24/7, all right? Getting a look over here at localized rain totals here over the course of the next week. Looks like it's not going to be a lot, but in the Monday night on into the Tuesday time frame, we could be looking at anywhere from roughly 1/4 of an inch up to an inch of total rainfall. Right now, it looks like we'll be on the lower tier of that before this is all said and done. And folks, we're welcoming more rain chances because our drought monitor continues to portray the basic entirety of the Commonwealth in abnormally dry conditions with some moderate drought creeping up in here into Logan and Simpson County. So this has not taken into account the rainfall the past few days, so hopefully we'll see a drastic improvement by the time the latest map of this is updated here in about the next 2 to 3 hours. They're released one time a week. Taking a look down to the tropics, Tropical Depression 19 is official. If it does reach tropical storm strength, this will become Tropical Storm Sarah. It looks like it's just going to be impacting down around Honduras, over into Nicaragua, and pulling up to the Yucatan Peninsula and impacting Belize, Guatemala, and Mexico over in that direction, all right? So that'll be worth keeping eyes on as well. Here's your 6-day weather forecast brought to you by Ohio Valley Insurance. After we get past the scattered light rain showers this morning, it's going to be cloudy. It's going to be colder. High temperatures for today pretty much have already been achieved. We're going to keep the cloud cover around throughout our Friday along with the cooler temperatures. A drastic improvement for our Saturday. That's going to be the pick of the litter. Underneath rays of sunshine, we'll be hanging out right around the low 60s for highs. Then we bump up between the mid and upper 60s Sunday into Monday of the new work week, on into Tuesday near 70, with those likely rain chances making a return. Friends, that'll wrap up your Thursday morning weather or not forecast, brought to you by On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a fantastic